Hey guys, this is the Keto King here, and today we're going to be making 0 recipes. We're doing this camera test. So this is the camera that I have originally used and have been using since the inception of my YouTube channel. Now, it's a great little point and shoot camera, shoots in HD, but it has no settings that you can adjust, and most importantly, it has no external mic input. So I've been using the internal microphone on this point and shoot for the whole time I've had my YouTube channel, which results in less than ideal audio quality. As you can no doubt hear. It's passable, yes, but it's not great. But thankfully, I have upgraded my camera gear. So I have bought this beautiful Canon EOS Rebel SL2, otherwise known as a 200D outside of North America. This should provide some really good content, some good quality video, some much better audio, because I've also bought 2 different microphones for it. The first being a Rode shotgun microphone, which I'm likely not going to keep because I don't think it's ideal for my settings, and I bought a lapel or a lavalier mic that clips onto my shirt, which will give you really good audio because it's going to be close to my mouth. Let's do a test with this new equipment. Yeehaw! And this is with the sound input level on the Rode VideoGo mic on my Canon SL2 set to auto. Now it auto regulates the input levels for the microphone, which I have read and heard that it's undesirable because when there's no talking, it actually increases the input level. You get that hiss sound, which you don't want when there's no talking, like this. We'll see if it actually does do that or not, but this is a great experiment for us to see what the best settings are for this Rode Videomic Go. If my research is right, this setting is going to be the best, with it quite low down, almost at 0 on the internal mic input on the Canon SL2 using the Videomic Go by Rode. Sure, this is an improvement over this little puppy. This was the one I was using previously, the Canon Powershot Elph 300HS. I bought this ages ago and it served me well. Still a really great camera, and you know what, a pretty decent internal microphone at that, because they're pretty useless normally in any event. I'll still keep this one so I can get second angles on the shots and film some other material when needed, or if I need to take something on the go and I can't carry this whole camera with me. So let me know what you think of this audio, if it's any good. But we'll do a test with the lavalier microphone, which clips on here, which I think is going to have better audio than this Rode shotgun mic. Even though the Rode shotgun mic is actually more expensive than the lavalier mic, I just think that the lavalier will be better for these settings or for my videos. Alright guys, so this is what I'm using now. I'm using this little guy, this Boya BY-M1 lavalier microphone. Now I'm holding it here. I'm going to attach it to my shirt. As you can see, it's a small little guy here. He has a little windshield on there. Probably don't need it, but without the windshield, look how small that is. If I clip that on, you probably wouldn't even notice it. You probably wouldn't even notice I had it on. Now I've got the input levels on this Canon Rebel SL2 really down. It's 3 clicks from the left. That is really low. I've been reading up and it says that's the best way to do it. Even if it's a little soft, you can still do some editing in your video editing software, and you can increase the levels if you need. But by keeping that internal input level low, you keep out that white noise, that hissing noise. So let me know how that sounds, guys, to you. Again, it's probably not the perfect way to place this on my shirt, but I'm just giving it a very simple test here. One thing to note, this Boya BY-M1 lavalier mic is wired, so I do have a wire going from me to the camera. For my purposes, I think this should be fine because I'm not moving around a whole lot. Yeah, I'm moving to the oven and cutting things here on the counter, but really, it's fine. It's a really long cord. I think it's gonna work. You do get better audio with the corded or the wired lavalier mics. Sure, you probably could get some really good audio with the wireless ones if you spent a ton of money, but you know what, if I can do it for cheaper and not spend all that money and still get you guys great audio, then hey, I'm going to give it a try, and this is what I'm doing here. So let me know how these audio levels sounded and if it sounded better or worse than the last one. And just for one more fun experience, this is the internal microphone of the Canon EOS Rebel SL2 or 200D. We'll see how this internal microphone compares to this little puppy, and I'll quickly put this one back on and record with this internal mic and see which one's better out of these two. And we're back to that Canon Powershot you just saw using the internal microphone. So let me know how it compares to the internal microphone of the SL2. Maybe this has got a better internal microphone, who knows? And let me know how it compares obviously to the Rode shotgun microphone. And we're back to that Canon Powershot you just saw using the internal microphone. If my research is right, this setting is going to be the best with it quite low down, almost at zero on the internal mic input on the Canon SL2 using the Videomic Go by Rode. And just for one more fun experience, this is the internal microphone of the Canon EOS Rebel SL2 or 200D. And this is one click from the left. This is the lowest it can go. If I put it any more down, there will be zero audio being recorded. So again, we're going to see if this sounds better or worse. Let me know in the comment section down below. Please guys, I really need your input on this one. One other thing I wanted you to let me know is, does this picture quality seem any better than the last one? The last one I just showed you, is this any better? What I did is I corrected the white balance on this video using this gray card here. Now again, my lighting's not perfect. I put the gray card here where it's kind of dark, and I'm standing here where it's kind of light. So I don't know if that gray card is actually going to have made a difference in the white balance on this. And that white balance is how yellowy or blue the picture is of this video. If it's not right, it does become a bit yellow or orangey. Also, it can become a bluey or greeny type of color, which you've probably seen in some of my other videos. When using the point and shoot, I've definitely noticed that. Well, let me know if that white balance, that custom white balance I've done, works better than the previous one.